Hello viewers, I am Deepthi. Today I am going to discuss some important questions from the topic height and distance from chapter trigonometry. Take out your notebook and pen and solve these questions along with me. Before I start solving the questions, I just want to assure that you should know these fundamentals of heights and distance. This is perpendicular, this is base, and this is hypotenuse. So, sine theta is equal to P upon H, cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse, tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. And you can learn this by some people have curly brown hair that turn permanent black. In all the questions that is with height and distance, 2 out of 3 quantities would be given in the question and one you need to calculate. If the given quantity is P and B, then we are going to calculate with the help of tan theta. If P and H, then we have to use sin theta. If B and H, then we need to put cos theta there. Starting with the simplest one, a kite is attached to a string and this is the kite attached to a string. Find the length of the string. This we need to calculate when the height of the kite is 60 meter and height from the ground is given h is equal to 60 meter. And string makes an angle of 30 degree with the ground and the angle made by this string with ground is 30 degree. Perpendicular is given, hypotenuse we need to calculate, so I am going to use here sine theta. So sine theta is given as 30 degree, sine 30 is equal to P upon H, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular is given as 60 and hypotenuse L we need to calculate, and what is the value of sine 30? It is 1 upon 2. So 60 upon L is equal to 1 upon 2, cross multiplying L is equal to 120. 60 into 2, 120 meter. So length of the string is 120 meter. Next question, upper part of a tree broken over by the wind makes an angle of 45 degree with the ground. So this is our tree. After breaking, this tree touches the ground. So it means this is our triangle, making an angle of 45 degree with the ground, 45 degree. And the distance from the root to the point where the top of the tree touches the ground is 15 meter. It means this distance is given as 15 meter. What was the height of the tree before it was broken? So let this height of the tree is h1 and this h2 upper part has come to the ground, which is h2, and total height h is equal to h1 plus h2. Now first we need to calculate in this triangle, suppose this is A, B and C. In triangle ABC, this is P and this is B. So h1 upon 15, it means P upon B is tan theta, tan 45, its value is 1. So h1 cross multiplying, it is 15 meter. This is our first equation. Second equation, we need to calculate h2, it means we need to calculate hypotenuse. We can use either sine or cos. So we can use cos also, B upon h. It is 15 upon h2 which we need to calculate, and then cos 45. Cos 45 is 1 upon under root 2. So h2 is equal to 15 under root 2. This is our second equation. Now total height of the tree is h1 plus h2. h1 is 15 meter and h2 is 15 under root 2. Taking 15 common, 1 plus under root 2, it means 15. Value of under root is 1.414, so plus 1, it means 2.414, and after multiplication we will get the value 36.21 meter is the total height of the tree. In next question, two climbers are at point A and B on a vertical cliff face. Suppose this is the vertical cliff face. First climber A, it is at this height and B is at this point on the vertical cliff face to an observer C 40 meter from the root of the cliff. 40 meter from the root of the cliff, and observer C on the level ground. A is at an elevation of 48 degree. Angle of elevation to this observer A is 48 degree and B of 57 degree. Angle of elevation of B is 57 degree. What is the distance between the climbers? Distance between the climbers, suppose this height is h and the distance between these climber x. And overall we know that this is the perpendicular of this right angle triangle. So first we need to give the values A, B, C they have given, we can assume this as D. Now first we take smaller triangle. In triangle ADC, this is perpendicular, it means h upon base 40, P upon B is tan and inner angle is 48 degree. Tan 48 we can take from the trigonometrical tables. This value is 1.1106 and then value of h is 40 multiplied by this. 40 multiplied by 1.1106 and its value is 44.424 meter. Now next triangle, which is BDC, we need to take the whole perpendicular here, which value is h plus x and base remains same, which is 40. Value of P upon B here, angle is 57 degree. Tan 57 degree. From table this value is 1.5399. So h plus x is equal to 40 multiplied by 1.5399 and its value is 61.596. So the distance between these climbers is x. Now x is, this is h plus x and we need to calculate the value of x from here. So value of x is 61.596 minus value of h, which is 44.424 and after subtracting we will get the value 17.172 meter. So 17.172 meter is the distance between these two climbers A and B. In next question, two pillars of equal height stand on either side of a roadway which is 150 meter wide. So this is one pillar, this is road which is 150 meter wide and this is another pillar of equal height. If this is h, then this is also h. At a point in the roadway between the pillars, the elevation of the tops of the pillars are 60 degree and 30 degree. Suppose this is the pillar AB and this is the CD and E is the point in between them. So, one angle of elevation is 30 degree and another is 60 degree. And this point we can take as E. So, first we are going to take first triangle ABE. In triangle ABE, H as perpendicular and base. We can take it as x and another side is 150 minus x. So x is the base, P upon B, it means tan theta, tan 30. Tan 30 is 1 upon under root 3. So h under root 3h is equal to x, or we can take it as h is equal to x upon under root 3 and take it as first equation. Now in second triangle CDE, h means perpendicular and base is 150 minus x and angle is 60 degree. Tan 60 degree, value under root 3. So cross multiplying, h is equal to under root 3 150 minus x. We need to calculate the value of h. So h is under root 3 150 minus value of x is under root 3h. Under root 3h. Now opening this bracket, 150 under root 3 minus under root 3 into under root 3. It means 3h. Now coming to this side, h plus 3h, it means 4h is equal to 150 under root 3. So value of h is 150 into 1.732 and divided by 4. And value of h comes out to be 64.95 meter. Next, we need to calculate the value of this point. It means we need to calculate the value of x also. So, x is equal to under root 3h, under root 3 into h, value of h is, we can take from here, 150 under root 3 upon 4. The total value is 150 into 3 upon 4. 450 upon 4, it means 112.5 meter. So the position of this point is 112.5 meter from one pillar. It means from pillar AB, and from second pillar CD if we want to calculate, then we have to subtract it from 150. So 150 minus 112.5, it means 37.5 meter from another pillar CD. So height of this pillar is 64.95 and the distance of this point from CD pillar is 37.5 and from AB it is 112.5 meter. In question number 5, a man in a boat rowing away from a lighthouse 150 meter high. It means the height of the lighthouse is 150 meter. Takes 2 minutes to change the angle of the top of the lighthouse from 60 degree to 45 degree. So first angle is 60 degree and then next angle is 45 degree. And it took 2 minutes to change this angle. This is not the distance. This is the time given here, which is 2 minutes. So we need to calculate. Suppose this distance is x and this is y. A, B, C and D. Inner triangle. In triangle ABC, 150 is the perpendicular and x is the base. P upon B is tan 60 and value of tan 60 is under root 3. X is equal to 150 upon under root 3. This is our first equation. Now in next triangle, complete triangle ABD. Height remains same, so perpendicular is same, but base changes. X plus y is equal to tan 45 and value is 1. So x plus y is equal to 150 degree. We need to calculate this y distance. So y is equal to 150 minus x and value of x is 150 upon under root 3. Here LCM is under root 3. So 150 under root 3 minus 150. 150 we can take common, under root 3 minus 1 upon under root 3. Rationalizing, 150 under root 3 into under root 3, it means 3 minus under root 3 and divided by 3. So this is 50. 50, 3 minus under root 3 value is 1.732. After subtracting, we will get 3 minus 1.732, it is 1.268. After multiplying, we will get 63.4 meter. So this is the distance y. Now we need to calculate the speed. So speed is equal to distance upon time. Speed is equal to distance, we have calculated 63.4 meter. And time given in the question is 2 minutes. But we need to calculate in second. So convert into seconds, it means 60. Cancelling this, 600. So 634 divided by 1200 and this value is 0.5283 meter per second. So approximately we can write 0. Because it is 5283, so we can write 0.53 meter per second is the speed of the boat. In next question, a man on a cliff observes a boat at an angle of depression 30 degree which is sailing towards the shore to the point immediately beneath him. Boat is coming towards him. 3 minutes later, the angle of depression of the boat is found to be 60 degrees. Assuming that the boat sails at a uniform speed, determine how much more time will it take to reach the shore, and second, the speed of the boat in meter per second if the height of the cliff is 500 meter. It is given at the end of the question. Height of the cliff is 500 meter. And then first angle of depression is given as 30 degree. It means here also 30 degree. Then after 3 minutes changes its position and angle of depression changes to 60 degree. So here it is 60 degree. Now we can take this distance as x and another distance as y, and the time taken to cover this distance from this angle of elevation changing from 30 to 60 degree, time taken is 3 minutes. Now, assuming the boat sails at a uniform speed, coming to the question. A, B, C and D, inner triangle ABC, height is given as 500, P upon B is x, P upon B is tan 60, which is under root 3. So value of x is equal to 500 upon under root 3. This is the first equation. Now second equation, in triangle ABD, height remains same, perpendicular is same 500 and base is x plus y and its value is angle is tan 30. It means 1 upon under root 3. So x plus y is equal to 500 under root 3. We need to calculate this distance y. So y is equal to 500 under root 3 minus x. It means value of x is 500 upon under root 3. Taking LCM, under root 3, multiplying both 500 into 3, it means 1500 minus 500 means 1000 divided by under root 3. This is the value of y. It means it is the distance covered. Now speed, we need to calculate how much more time we need to calculate. So first coming to speed. Speed is equal to distance upon time. Distance is 1000 upon under root 3 and time it is given as 3 minutes. So 3 into 60. So 1000 upon under root 3 into 180. 1 upon 180. So after cancelling these zeros, value comes out to be 100 upon 18 under root 3. We can rationalize this also. So 100 under root 3. Now here 3 into 18. It means 54. So 1.732 into 100. It means 173.2 divided by 54 and 3.207, or you can say approximately 3.21 meter per second is the speed of the boat. Now in next part they have asked us to tell the time. So time to cover this distance x. Here we have taken the speed and speed remains uniform. Now time. Now we know that time is equal to distance upon speed and this distance is x and x we have calculated 500 upon under root 3 and the speed we can take this under root value 100 under root 3 into 54 and after calculation its value comes out to be 500 into 54 upon both under root 3 and 100 under root 3 and under root 3. It means 3. So value comes out to be complete 90 seconds and 90 seconds is equal to 1.5 minute is the time taken to reach this boat from C point to B point. In next question, an aeroplane flying horizontally 1 kilometer above the ground. So here this aeroplane is flying at 1 kilometer above the ground. This height is given as 1 kilometer above the ground and going away from the observer at an angle of elevation 60 degree. So suppose the observer is standing here and this angle is 60 degree. After 10 seconds, its elevation is observed to be 30 degree. After 10 seconds, this is the time given, not distance. 10 seconds, this observation is changed and angle becomes 30 degree. Height remains same 1 kilometer but angle changes to 30 degree. Find the uniform speed of aeroplane in kilometer per hour. Here height is already given in kilometer and we need to give the answer in kilometer per hour. So we can take as it is values in kilometer. Now A, B, C, D and E. First we are going to take this triangle and then another triangle. You can take this one, smaller one. So we can take first this one and its value, suppose this is X and value is Y. Now in smaller triangle CDE, in smaller triangle CDE, 1 kilometer is the perpendicular, 1 upon base is X, 1 upon X and the angle is 60 degree, tan 60 degree, value under root 3. So X is equal to 1 upon under root 3. This is our first value. X is equal to 1 upon under root 3. Now in bigger triangle ABE, ABE perpendicular is 1 and base is this whole X plus Y and angle is tan 30 degree. It means 1 upon under root 3. So X plus Y cross multiplying is equal to under root 3. Value of Y is under root 3 minus X and X is 1 upon under root 3. So we can take LCM here, under root 3 multiplying 3 minus 1, it means 2 upon under root 3. So this is the distance which is covered in this time and the time here is given as 10 seconds. Now we can calculate speed. Now speed is equal to distance upon time. Distance is 2 upon under root 3 and the time given in the question is 10 seconds. So convert to into hours. 60 into 60. First into minute and then into hour. So overall calculation is 2 upon under root 3, 3600 upon 10. So it means 720 upon under root 3, rationalizing 720 under root 3 divided by 3, 240 under root 3. And calculation of 240 under root 3 is 415.68 kilometer per hour. So the speed of this aeroplane is 415.68 kilometer per hour. In next question, a vertical tower stands on horizontal plane and is surmounted by a vertical flagstaff of height h meter. So here tower is there, then vertical flagstaff is there of height h meter. Value of this is given as h meter. At a point on the plane, the angle of elevation of the bottom of the flagstaff is alpha. Bottom of this flagstaff, angle of elevation is alpha. And that of the top of the flagstaff is beta. This angle is given as beta. Prove that the height of the tower is h tan alpha divided by tan beta minus tan alpha. Height of the tower, it means this much. We can take it as capital H. So it means capital H is equal to this much. So again we need to take triangles A, this is B, C and D. First we are going to take smaller triangle BCD. In triangle BCD, this is our perpendicular. It means H. Upon base is same in these two cases. We can take it as X. So H upon X is equal to tan and angle here is alpha. So tan alpha. H upon X is equal to tan alpha. X we don't need to calculate in these questions because they have not asked this X from us. So X is equal to H upon tan alpha. This is our first equation. Now in next triangle ACD, in triangle ACD, H plus H is our hypotenuse now, upon base is X and angle is tan beta. Now we can replace this X with the value of this. So H plus H is equal to X tan beta, and instead of X we can write H upon tan alpha into tan beta. Now tan alpha come to this side, H plus H tan alpha is equal to H tan beta. Opening this bracket, H tan alpha plus capital H tan alpha is equal to H tan beta. H we are calculating here in the denominator, beta minus alpha is there. So we take this term to that side. H tan beta, and taking common H, tan beta minus tan alpha. Remaining term is H tan alpha. So what is the value of H? Capital H is H tan alpha and divided by tan beta minus tan alpha. So this is our required term in the question. Tan beta minus tan alpha is the height of this tower. In next question, the length of the shadow of a tower standing on the level plane is found to be 2y meter longer when the sun's altitude is 30 degree than when it was 45 degree. So here H is the height of the tower. Initial angle is given as 45 degree and then next angle is given as 30 degree. Always remember this inner angle is bigger than the outer angle, 45 degree and then 30 degree. And it is given that shadow is 2y meter longer. It means this is 2y. Given according to the question. Longer when the sun's altitude is 30 degree than when it was 45 degree. Prove that height of the tower is y under root 3 plus 1. This is the height of the tower. In our case, it is h. H is equal to this we need to prove here. So, two angles have given and we can take this distance as x as usual. Triangles A, B, C and D. In smaller triangle A, B, C, h upon x, P upon B is equal to tan 45, it is 1. So h is equal to x, this is our first equation. In next triangle, full A, B, D triangle, h hypotenuse and denominator x plus 2y as base and value of angle is tan 30. It means 1 upon under root 3. Cross multiplying x plus 2y is equal to under root 3h. We need to find the value of h, not x. So we are replacing this x with h. So h plus 2y is equal to under root 3h. We can take h common here, h under root 3 minus 1 and here 2y. So h is equal to 2y upon under root 3 minus 1. H is equal to 2y upon under root 3 minus 1. But in the denominator, we cannot left like this. So we need to rationalize under root 3 plus 1. So 2y under root 3 plus 1 and a square minus b square, it means 3 minus 1 equal 2. So we need to cancel these two and answer is y under root 3 plus 1 and it is the value of height which is the height of this tower h. In all these questions, the angle is on the same side of the tower or pillar. In next question, an aeroplane at an altitude of 250 meter observes the angle of depression of two boats on the opposite side of the bank of the river. So here is the aeroplane at a height of 250 meter and angle of depression of two boats on the opposite side of the bank of the river to be 45 degree and 60 degree respectively. So on one side it is 45 degree, another side it is 60 degree. These are angle of depressions are given, so we need to calculate like this. If this is 45, then this is 45. If this is 60, then this one is 60. Find the width of the river. This total width we need to calculate. Write the answer correct to the nearest whole number. So width, if one distance is x, another is y, then total width is x plus y. We need to take triangles again, A, B, C and D. In triangle ABC, height is given as 250. So P upon B is equal to tan 45. Its value is 1. So x is equal to 250 meter. On one side it is 250 meter. Next, in triangle ABD, it is 250 upon y and angle is given as tan 60. It means under root 3. So y is equal to 250 upon under root 3. Now total width of the river is BC plus BD. It means 250 plus 250 upon under root 3. LCM under root 3, 250 taking common in the numerator, under root 3 plus 1. So its value comes out to be 250 into, and overall calculation is 394.3, and they have asked in whole number. So 394 meter is the width of this river, x plus y. In question number 11, a man standing on the bank of a river observes that the angle of elevation of a tree on the opposite bank is 60 degree. So it means this is tree, this is angle 60 degree. When he moves 50 meter away from the bank, moves 50 meter away from the bank, he finds angle of elevation to be 30 degree. In all these questions, if your diagram is correct, your question is going to be 90% correct. 30 degree. Calculate the width of the river, and this is the width of the river, and we can take it as y. So h is the height of the tree. We need to calculate the width of the river and height of the tree, both parts. So first we are going to take first triangle A, B, C and D. In triangle ABC, h upon y. H upon y is tan 60 and value is under root 3. So h is equal to under root 3 pi is our first equation. In second triangle ABD, h upon y plus 50. Yeah, 50 plus y is equal to tan 30. Value is 1 upon under root 3. Cross multiplying, under root 3h is equal to 50 plus y, and value of h is under root 3y is equal to 50 plus y. So this is 3y minus y is equal to 50, 2y is equal to 50 and y is equal to 25 meter. So width of this river is 25 meter. First part. Second, the height of the tree, and height of the tree is second part, h is equal to under root 3y. So 25 multiplied by 1.732 and its value is 43.3 meter is the height of the tree. In question number 12, the angle of elevation of a stationary cloud from a point 25 meter above a lake is 15 degree. This is 25 meter above the lake and angle of elevation of the cloud is 15 degree. So 15 degree from this point. This is 15 degree. And the angle of depression of its reflection in the lake is 45 degree. So this is again 25 and this is our lake. And according to the properties of reflection of light, if this total height is h above the lake, then height below the lake or inside the water, it is again h. So this point is lying here. Now angle is given as 45 degree. This angle is 45 degree. This is 25 meters, same as on this side. What is the height of the cloud above the lake level? Let the height of cloud above the lake level is h meter. We have taken here h. Now taking triangles A, B, C and then D. In triangle ABC, this smaller triangle AB, value of AB is AB upon BC. Now value of AB is this total H minus this 25. So H minus 25 is the value of AB and BC we can take it as X. So upon X is equal to tan 15 and the value of tan 15 is 0.2679. So here h minus 25 is equal to 0.2679x. This is our first equation. Now in next triangle, which is CBD, in triangle CBD, now BD upon BC is equal to tan 45. Now what is the value of BD? H here and 25 here. So H plus 25. H plus 25 is BD upon BC is X and value is tan 45 and its value is 1. So X is equal to H plus 25. Now we need to calculate the height, not X. So we can replace this X. Value of X is h minus 25 divided by 0.2679 is equal to h plus 25. Cross multiplying, h minus 25 is equal to 0.2679 and h plus 25, opening this bracket, 0.2679h plus 0.269 multiplied by 25. And here h minus 25. Taking h on same side, 1 minus 0.2679 h and then adding this value here. 0.269 multiplied by 25, its value is 6.6975 and this 25 adding here. So value of h is equal to 43.296. It means 43.3 meter is the height of the cloud above the lake. In this question, P and Q are 2 points observed from the top of a building 10 under root 3 meter high. So the height of the building is 10 under root 3 meter and P and Q are 2 points. If the angle of depressions of the points are complementary, this is angle P and this is angle Q and they are complementary, it means the angle, if one angle is theta, then another angle is 90 minus theta. It means the sum of these two angles is 90 degree because they have given complementary angles are there. Find the distance of the 2 points from the building and PQ distance is given as 20 meter in the question. And we need to find the distance of these 2 points. It means we need to calculate this distance and we can take it as x. Let the distance be x from the building. Now taking triangles AB and this is P, next is Q. So first triangle, in triangle ABP, perpendicular is tan under root 3 upon base is x and angle is tan theta. This is our first equation. In next equation, next triangle ABQ, P is tan under root 3 upon base is x plus 20 and angle is tan 90 minus theta. And we know that tan 90 minus theta is equal to cot theta. So if we multiply tan theta with cot theta, we will get 1. So value of tan theta is tan under root 3 upon x and cot theta is tan under root 3 upon x plus 20 equal to 1. So now tan multiplied by 10 is 100 and then 3, it means 300 is equal to this x, and x plus 20 goes to other side and its value is x square plus 20x. So again we will have a quadratic in this chapter also. X square plus 20x and minus 300 is equal to 0. So 300, it means 30 into 10. So x square plus 30x minus 10x. 30 minus 10 is 20 and multiply minus 300. So x plus 30 minus 10, x plus 30. So minus value is not possible. So x is equal to 10 meter. So this distance of P point from the building, x is equal to 10 meter and the distance of Q point is 10 plus 20. It means 30 meter. So these are the distances, 10 meter and 30 meter from the building. Hope you have enjoyed solving these questions with me and understood the solutions of the given problems by me. Thank you for watching till the end. If you still have any doubt, you can tell me in the comment section. I would rather enjoy to solve your problems. Keep watching, sharing and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.